In a quaint village nestled amidst rolling hills and lush meadows, there lived a young shepherd named David. He was known throughout the land for his gentle nature, unwavering determination, and a profound connection with nature and animals. From a young age, David had felt an indescribable affinity for the peacefulness of the countryside and the humble life of a shepherd. David's days were spent tending to a large flock of sheep, guiding them to green pastures and clear streams. He would often play his wooden flute, its sweet melodies echoing through the hills, soothing both his flock and his own soul. The sheep seemed to understand David's every word and gesture, following him faithfully as he led them to safety and nourishment. David's love for animals extended beyond his flock. He had a deep compassion for all creatures, big and small. He would rescue injured birds, nurse them back to health, and release them back into the sky. He would sit patiently by the streams, observing the fish as they glided through the water, marveling at their graceful movements. The harmony of nature was his greatest inspiration. One cold winter's night, as David was huddled by the fire in his modest cottage, he heard a faint cry coming from the darkness outside. Curiosity and concern filled his heart as he stepped into the chilly night air to investigate. To his astonishment, he discovered a lone and trembling lamb, abandoned and shivering in the freezing cold. Without hesitation, David scooped up the fragile creature, cradling it in his arms, and carried it back to the warmth of his cottage. He gently wrapped the lamb in a soft blanket, providing comfort and shelter. As he nursed the lamb back to health, he couldn't help but marvel at the resilience and innocence that radiated from its eyes. Days turned into weeks, and the bond between David and the lamb grew stronger. The lamb, whom David affectionately named Lily, became his constant companion, following him wherever he went. Together, they explored the picturesque meadows and climbed the rocky hillsides, forming an unbreakable friendship rooted in trust and love. News of David's extraordinary connection with animals began to spread beyond the village. People from far and wide traveled to witness the shepherd and his remarkable bond with his flock and Lily. They marveled at the way David's presence alone calmed even the most skittish of animals, and how he seemed to communicate with them effortlessly. David's reputation as a shepherd with a gentle touch reached the ears of the kingdom's noble court. The king, intrigued by the stories he had heard, summoned David to the grand palace. David, humble and unassuming, journeyed to the royal court, bringing Lily along. Upon meeting David and witnessing the profound harmony between him and his flock, the king was moved by his presence and bestowed upon him a title of royal shepherd. David, however, remained grounded and true to his humble beginnings, never letting the newfound honor cloud his kind and compassionate nature. As the royal shepherd, David dedicated himself to the welfare of all animals, advocating for their protection and well-being. He worked closely with the kingdom's farmers and landowners to implement sustainable farming practices that honored the balance between man and nature. Under his guidance, the land flourished, and harmony was restored between humans and the animal kingdom. David's legacy as a shepherd extended far beyond his lifetime. His teachings and values were passed down through generations, inspiring future shepherds to care for the land and its creatures with reverence and love. The people of the kingdom honored him as a symbol of compassion and stewardship, and his story became a timeless tale of the unbreakable bond between humans and the natural world. And so, the legend of David, the shepherd who communed with nature, lived on. His name was whispered in the wind, carried by the rustle of leaves, and forever etched in the hearts of those who cherished the beauty and harmony of the world he helped create. As the years passed, David's influence grew far and wide. His reputation as the royal shepherd spread to neighboring kingdoms, and he was sought after for his wisdom and guidance. Kings and queens sought his counsel on matters of the environment, seeking his insight on how to cultivate a harmonious relationship between humans and the natural world. David traveled from kingdom to kingdom, sharing his knowledge and spreading his message of compassion and stewardship. He held conferences and workshops, gathering people from all walks of life to discuss the importance of preserving the land, protecting wildlife, and living in harmony with nature. His teachings resonated deeply with those who listened. Farmers adopted sustainable farming practices, ensuring the land thrived without causing harm to the ecosystem. Hunters became conservationists, promoting responsible and ethical practices. Children grew up with a deep respect for nature, understanding their role in preserving its beauty and biodiversity. In recognition of his immense contributions, a grand celebration was held in David's honor. Kings and queens, scholars and peasants, animals and humans alike gathered to pay tribute to the shepherd who had changed the course of their lives. The ceremony was filled with music, laughter, and heartfelt speeches praising David's selflessness and dedication to the natural world. During the celebration, David took the stage and addressed the crowd. His voice carried the weight of wisdom and love as he spoke of the interconnectedness of all living beings. He reminded everyone that they were stewards of the earth, with a responsibility to protect and preserve its wonders for future generations. As the sun set on the jubilant gathering, David walked to the edge of a cliff overlooking the vast expanse of the kingdom. The people watched in awe as a flock of birds filled the sky, their wings glimmering in the fading light. It was a sight of pure harmony, a testament to the impact one individual could have on the world. With Lily by his side, David turned to the crowd and spoke his final words, "Remember, my friends, that the power to create a better world lies within each and every one of you. Let love guide your actions, and let compassion be the driving force behind your decisions. Together, we can protect and nurture the beauty that surrounds us. Our legacy will be the legacy of a flourishing earth, where humans and nature exist in perfect harmony." And so, David's story lived on, passed down through generations as a parable of love, kindness, and the profound connection between humans and the natural world. His name became synonymous with environmental stewardship, and his spirit continued to inspire countless individuals to protect and preserve the earth's precious resources. The legacy of the shepherd who communed with nature remains an enduring reminder that even the humblest of souls can make a profound difference. It is a reminder that we all have the power to be shepherds of the earth, guiding and protecting it with love, compassion, and unwavering dedication.